And we are back with yet another match live from the Ultimate Time Wizard in Bologna 2024. And we have, I think, what are considered by many the two best decks in the format 2010, which are Blackwing and Vayu Turbo. And funny enough, there are also the decks that we usually play. Me on Vayu and you on Blackwing. So we can finally see how it is.
Yeah, I have to say that at the very beginning, I tried so strongly not to play Blackwings, and then I changed my mind just because I said, okay, let's just make it good enough, you know. I don't know. I think it's close. I'm still not sure which one is the best deck, to be fair.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
depends on the player as well.
no, yeah, it depends on a lot of factors. Obviously, there are so many valid decks, and even just the top cut results from all these Ultimate Time Wizard events show that. But in terms of raw numbers, next to Frogs, I think, yeah, they are by far the two most successful decks. But they are very different, although they both play Blackwing cards. And that is because, Blackwing is more of an aggressive deck. Wow, are we going for game right away? Because, why would you go for compulsory? That's an interesting play. Like, you accept the -1. Also, because if they don't set anything, they could have a Gords here, right?
Yeah, I agree. No, I think you go for compulsory if you only have another copy.
Yeah, and then
But
it's Gords.
now you get punished. But
maybe not the greatest of starts from the Blackwing player, but as I was saying, it's an aggressive deck, so the difference is that the life points matter a lot, and when you push 35, even though you're down -1, and technically -2 because there is a token as well, still 4,500 are, it's kind of a low number for the Blackwing deck. You can push through it. And let's see though. We are gonna start things off with Gords. I'm expecting at least a Kalut in the end. So he's gonna have to play carefully into this.
yeah, I mean, I expect a Kalut, I expect another compulsory, and okay, prison. That's fine. And
I think-
if he has Kalut plus compulsory, it's over.
Do you like not
Prison.
switching the token to attack as
No,
well?
I don't like it, honestly. Yeah, especially because you really want to force out the Icarus attack if he has one, so you just
And also there is a very nice play that I like against Blackwing, which is if you are in a situation like that, you attack with Gords over Bora, and then you crush the token into Shura. Because if they want to keep the Shura and use Kalut, they don't get the effect because Shura has to send the monster to the graveyard to special. So here we see a lot of face downs, which makes a lot of sense. Now the Gords is gone, and we are gonna see the Raikou destroying the Shura, and this is comfortable territory now for Vayu. Yeah, nothing milled.
Do you really put the Bora in defense? That's the issue.
Not really, and there is also a debate for just attacking with it, but now we see the Typhoon on the end phase makes a lot of sense. I also thought it could be an Icarus. And
for me,
yeah,
he's left with what, 2 cards in hand, and
the
Vayu
completely dead if he has him now, because you can the Bora is in defense. So yeah, this is a very rough start of the game, and I don't know, maybe a little bit of a reckless start with that compulsory, I want to say. So now we are gonna just switch to attack over the Bora. This is so good. We are so ahead in terms of card advantage. Yeah, and we can just pass. Blizzard and Sirocco are the few cards that they can have to attack over this token in the first place. And it's going to be the Blizzard.
a top deck. So
Yeah. Solid draw, but still interesting spot because there is going to be at least a trap card face down in either bottomless or prison or mirror, whatever that could be. And what are you gonna go for? Goyo comes down. We don't see a bottomless.
I think I would have kept the Goyo and I would have gone for.
Okay. Dark Arm
Never
off the
mind.
top. Wow. This could be it. Because
He has a DD Crow, so he top deck either the Blizzard or the Dark Armed. So
that's crazy. Yeah, this is going to be it. Because there is nothing chained. No bottomless, no torrential. And yeah, it was prison and DDV, and that's it. Wow. After, I mean, Guards is gone. Necro is not there. Double attack and just win the game.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Wow. Very rough game, I gotta say. I don't know. I think the start was still very greedy from the Blackwing player, using this compulsory just to push damage, taking this -1, but also like, yeah, the Guards was kind of telegraphed. You didn't have the Icarus. I don't know. The start of the game was a bit of a mess, but in the end, he got there, as you have mentioned, thanks to a clutch top deck, either of Blizzard or Dark Arm. And I gotta say, yeah, they were both absolutely insane, because right there, you need to top deck whichever you have, exactly the other card. Yeah, and it's 1-0. So this is the power of what the Blackwing deck can do. As we have mentioned, they are very different. In Blackwing, life points matter a lot. In Vayu, not so much. You have the ability to push 4,000 with the Grapher quite easily, but outside of that, you usually either try to OTK or use your own life points as a resource and just grind and take these +1s with Raiko and your own copies of Sirocco, which sometimes Blackwing mirror matches are all about these Sirocco wars.
Yeah, no, I mean, Blackwing mirror matches are. I don't want to say random, but it's very close to that, because there are some times in which maybe one of the two players has a full monster's hand and the other player only has spell or traps. It's very complicated, to be fair, especially because it's not easy, of course, to play the Blackwing mirror match when the situation basically gives you the chance to do that. But as you mentioned, Sirocco, especially in the mirror, plays a huge role. It's not easy, but I think this game only changed because of that Blizzard. Because, like, of course, he had the Dark Arm plus the DD Crow, so he would have discarded the DD Crow and then go Dark Arm. But it's a complete different story going for Goyo plus Dark Arm than only Dark Arm alone. So,
but regardless, now they are done siding. I mean, the interesting part here is that usually there are not really specific side deck cards, at least from Vayu. Again, you follow this grind play. Enemy number 1 is Black Wirewind, which is why you usually see up to 3 copies of Dust Tornadoes in the side deck. But outside of that, you just play your own game, and yeah, we're gonna see just a T-set to start things off, and let's see if that Wirewind is there from the Blackwing. But we see the dash shot, okay. And okay, oof, Mind double Blizzard can be annoying. Wow, it's basically 2 offs everywhere. I mean,
I think you get rid of the DD Crow.
Yeah, you can get rid of the DD Crow, makes sense. You limit these options. You can pass as well here, I think. Like, you don't necessarily need to go Mind, because if it's Raiko, I'm not even sure you play the Armory arm in the deck. Do you?
Oh, you know what? If it's Raiko, you just mill.
Yeah. But do you
I mean,
need
I,
to?
no, I mean, I agree with you, but like given how he played game one, I will not
Yeah, he's
be.
gonna go for it. I know.
Yeah, no, I think he's going for it because he played like very aggressively in game one, and it make
Ah,
yeah. Ah, no, really?
okay.
Ah.
Eh,
Sometimes
punish.
it pays off.
Yeah, sometimes I mean, if I mean, we did mention it though that we are playing on hamster mat. It's only a matter of time before we see an hamster in action. And what a card it is! It's one of my favorite of the format. I played even free at some point in my value deck, and here there is an interesting ruling that I'm curious to see whether he knows about. Because essentially in you need to see and check what and who summoned essentially the card. So there is an interesting ruling where if you mind control here, you can flip the Raikou even though it was summoned this turn because it was not summoned by you. So it's a very confusing ruling for many players, but it is how it was back in the day. And yeah, I don't, yeah, apparently he doesn't know about it, and or he just wants to use the Icarus here, I think, and he should flip it right away, right?
Totally, yeah.
And he doesn't. Okay. Wow.
Oh.
Allows him to mill free, which is a bit of a mistake, and gets punished. Kinda. Yeah. It's
Kinda,
obviously, yeah, the Sirocco is good, but I mean, Burial and Return are two of the best cards in the deck. Mm,
Yeah, here we need something like Armageddon Knight, a Greffer. He knows what his opponent is holding, so if he has something else like another Raikou or Hamster, it's not really helping him out. So, it's just taking some. Maybe it's no, but like this is a value, right?
yeah, I agree with you that it should be a bait. It could be Plague Spreader, it could be a lot of things, and I mean, it's a mind game at the end of the day. It could also be something good, and you just expect your opponent not to take it. So it's an interesting spot for sure. But yeah, I mean, we know the end. The top deck was needed, and we pass. Yeah, I agree. There is not much that really punish you from just passing. You are holding, this Icarus Mind Blizzard, so you can just chill. Let's see if we can push some damage finally. Any Armageddon Greffer is really what's been missing from the value player all match long. They would be
Yeah,
really
I
good.
mean, that's 5 of them, so plus the reinforcement. I mean, oh, I think it passed back.
He passed back. Wow, definitely a slower game compared to the previous. Both kind of afraid to commit. And yeah, just passed again. Wow.
Nothing happening, which is something very weird.
Yeah, very rare.
Yeah, doesn't happens often, to be fair. Especially because the Vayu Turbo player looks like he's not drawing any defense as well.
Oh, and here it comes. Finally, the Armageddon. He can send the value because he has already a Sirocco engrave, but he can also send the Necrogarna, which is really, really good in this matchup. But yeah, there comes the value. I would be surprised if he activated it, because Mind into the Armwing plus Blizzard into Dark End can be brutal. And yeah, we are just gonna pass, I think, on this Armageddon.
Yeah, it makes sense. There's no way you use the value here. Let's see if he has some some trap cards to be set, or if it's just going to pass.
I think we need some trap cards because like Shura here it's so strong, and yeah, I don't know. It's if we don't set, I think we don't set anything. I would have liked maybe the Necrogardna instead of the Vayu then, but I mean let's see.
Yeah, because yours is quite likely will have something after he passed for 3 turns. Yeah.
We're back to 6 cards for Blackwing. But only gonna set and let's see if we're gonna use the Icarus or if we're gonna wait. I would be shocked if he used it because he didn't use it when he knew there was a Raikou, so I think he's gonna just wait.
No, I don't think there's a way.
Ooh, and the mind game was there. It was Raikou indeed. And I don't think he picked the Icarus. Did he? Maybe. We'll see. It says compulsory. Wow. And three solid meals, especially after eating this compulsory. Because compulsory is really good against Vayu specifically for this reason, because it sends back to the extra, so it prevents a second Vayu, and it also prevents a burial and return. Now we attack, forcing this Icarus, which I think we are not forced to use. And hopefully that's not a Blitzer face down. It's a Kalut. Okay. Yeah, I agree with not using the Icarus for sure. We have Blizzard Mind Control in hand still. So we can go into level 5 Synchro. And yeah, just take it slow.
I'm not sure though for the way he played, because he didn't activate the mind control. If you're thinking that that set card is of value, why don't you just summon an attack onto it? Because he didn't activate the mind control, right? So
yeah, I thought so as well. I
mean, there's
agree.
no point. There's no point in not like summoning and attacking it if you think there's a value.
And now we see a Greffer, which is great because it sends the Necrogardna, I want to assume. And yeah, now he has double Vayu, double Sirocco in grave. So this game is looking phenomenal. We have the full cards, which is Didicro, Mind, and Set Fate Icarus. So Didicro, Mind, Blizzard, Icarus. These are the last cards. We need a solid top deck to get out of this. I think we are down to maybe 2 cards at best from Vayu instead. Could be even just the one. And let's see if he's gonna set anything. No, passes. I mean, even just going for like Android is fine. Like,
yeah, it's not the end of the world.
There is also some merit for getting rid of Greffer though, with the mind control. So we'll see. Like there is a universe in which you just go. Obviously, you start like this. You opt for a Didicro, but I think due to the Necrogardna, there is a world in which you just mind control the Greffer, and then yeah, I think it. Maybe not though, because you have the Didicro. Never mind. No, I don't think I would. Actually, I think I would never do it. I think I just go Android, because if they want to use the Greffer next turn to send the Plague, you have Crow, you just destroy them completely. So the only cute thing is that you keep an Icarus attack target, but I think, and obviously the mind control has some purpose, but like inviting them to go for the plague is so good here.
Yeah, he's entering battle phase. I was also thinking if
Eh?
there's a scenario in which he goes Mind Control and Raiko and Armor Master, but
It really passing? Wow. It's a pass, which I don't like.
he has double because like we know one of them is Icarus, right?
Why do you use? Why do you use that one? He's using the one he just. Yeah, this is such a big miss. Yeah, this is a big misplay, if we can call it that. Like, your opponent knows you have Icarus. Why do you use the one you just top decked?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's just gonna also Diddy Crow for no reason because we have double Sirocco. I think, yeah, there is a bit of confusion going on right now for the Blackwing player, I think. And yeah, he's gonna get punished because now the Icarus is completely dead. We lose out on a lot of stuff, and I also don't understand why you use Icarus in the draw phase. Like, just wait. Like, what are the... Yeah, I don't know. And now... Yeah, he's with the back against the wall with a useless Icarus, a useless Mind. There is only Sirocco as a good top deck, pretty much. The rest is mediocre, like, sure, Gale, 2 Blizzards are also gone, so yeah, it's a rough spot. And like, maybe your opponent thinks the face down is Mind Control, but still you always use that Icarus the previous turn, not the new.
No, yeah, exactly. I mean,
so yeah, we just set and pass. We are in desperate need of finding something, while the Vayu player, as the Necrogarna, is completely chilling. I had in life, I had in card advantage, the dream scenario for the deck. But, okay, maybe attacked. No, I'm gonna normal summon a Vayu, makes sense, play around Torrential Mirror. And risk, you don't really risk Shura because you have Necrogarna, so you can do this safely. Yeah, push 31, which would be enough to win next turn. So are we gonna top deck anything relevant, or is this gonna be the end of game 2?
pass back, he needs, I don't know, a Blizzard, I think.
Sirocco maybe, but I don't even think that's good enough. Because like, you can use the third Icarus, but then with this Vayu you also need to be careful, because then they just bring Armor Master. And wow, it's only gonna be a face down monster. It's only a face down monster, and now, yeah, we draw back. And woo, what a top deck with this Plague Spreader. Could open up some interesting plays.
Because I think here now it goes with the Icarus, but what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, what do you even eat? I mean, I think you eat Armed and one face down, maybe? No. Do we have a Starlight Road? No, we have Deck Devastation Virus that is going to, I mean, reveal the known Mind Control. It's an interesting spot. It's not necessarily, obvious what's going down, and it will all depend on these top decks that, luckily for us, are gonna be revealed Steel, Shura, Sirocco are what you want to see, and we draw Bottomless. Not quite. So there is essentially 3 turns target on the back. Now we draw. Yeah, just takes a look at the graveyard. Doesn't really have anything too useful. But normal summon, what could give him the game? Is this going to be it? Do we have any defense? He could also special the Gale. And yeah, that's it. The score is tied 1-1. We are going to game 3. And I mean, I think it's only fair given the, you know, I think overall the value player has been more consistent, has been playing... you know, safer, I think, and he has been rewarded for it quite a bit. Quite a bit.
I think the game took another direction when the because like if you think that that set monster is a value, I mean that's totally fine. I mean it was well played by the value turbo, as you mentioned, with the mind game. I don't think there's a world in which you set the Kalut, because he has a set monster and an Armageddon Knight. You just summon the Kalut and attack onto the set monster because you think that there's a value, because otherwise you would have activated the mind control. So, and then from that point on, there's just, you know, also that Icarus attack being activated, which was the second copy he top decked. So, I think this was well deserved from the Value Turbo player.
No, absolutely. And I mean, we'll see what happens in game 3, but regardless, they have been, you know, grinding out quite a bit. So it's only fair that they're going to decide who takes this one home in the last game. Luckily, there is plenty of time to play it out. They have been playing at a decent pace, pretty much exactly a little bit more than a third of the total time left to play this last game, and a game that matters a lot when on the line there is a giant copy of Dark Armed Dragon. It's only fitting that they really want to bring it home. So let's take a look at these last hands being drawn. And it's only a face down and pass. But I mean, it doesn't mean much. Blackwing is often starting like this if he doesn't see Black Warwind, because cards like Shura and Sirocco or even Bora, you don't really want to normal summon them and reveal information to your opponent.
Lower Darkness here, very good start from the Value Turbo player, who gets rid of the Sirocco, which
it's a huge card.
Yeah, it is. So let's see what we hold on to it, because
yeah,
most
it's
of
a
the
bit
time
of a rough decision here. And we do see the Greffer, most likely as a value. Yeah, makes sense. Is he going to go for Gardna or for Sirocco? That's the big question. It is going to be the Gardna. Most likely as a monster heavy end.
Yeah.
Push for 17. Does he have any face downs? No, pass is back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now you're exposed. Whirlwind.
Oh,
Right.
Warwind off the
Oh,
top. Sure, or Sirocco, yeah, that would be great. It is Sirocco. And here you can go for either Gale to just guarantee that this Greffer dies. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
like
like
it.
that. Yeah.
That's brutal. Yeah, Black Warwind is just such a strong card. It's mainly the only reason why I also sometimes find myself questioning whether I should be playing the Blackwing deck. And he has another Sirocco in hand for later. Wow. Yeah, just gonna Alpha, attack with both. Gonna send his opponent to 3 Dark Monsters, which is the only concern maybe that you can have when he doesn't set anything. And he could also have a Gort, but yeah, we don't really care. So we attack, push some damage of our own, and now we can make Stardust plus a lot of face downs, because we are holding, I think, even 1 for sure, but maybe 2 copies of Compulsory.
Yeah, I saw 1 for sure. But yeah, here you just go for Stardust Dragon set. Let's see what he decides to go for, but most likely that will be it.
Yeah, Stardust makes a lot of sense, and yep, he does go for it. Really solid stuff. There is going to be a face down and another one, and yeah, this is a lot to fight back from. Drawing... We know that there is another Sirocco as well, so the problem is, even if you get rid of the Stardust, then Wirewind plus Sirocco are an option.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a great way to start things off, actually, because Brain Caius deals with the entire problem. We could see something we have seen previously, so like a Dust into Chain Stardust, but that is not going to be the case. And this means we can push 25 and then go for either Sirocco or Caius. Let's see. Do you usually like if we have Caius here, do you like to attack first or do you like to go Caius?
No, yeah, I attack first.
No, we are gonna go for probably Armageddon search here. No, it's wow, another Greffer.
So maybe he wants to try and win this out now. Because he has what, value and Plague, right? Yeah, he wants to try to win this one out now. Yeah.
You never win. Like
I agree. I totally agree, because like if you don't, I mean, he has for sure at least like the at least 1 dimensional prism at least, you know. So
yeah, but even a bottomless is enough.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know, anything, like any real card is, because like I would have understood it if we had the Dark Armed, but we don't have Dark Armed at this point, and this Brain seems a little consequential too. So I'm not sure. I guess desperate means desperate measures. Maybe he thought he lost next turn regardless, and he's just trying to say, okay, none of that is real, and this is technically enough damage already with the Armwing, so he might just try and attack. But the problem is,
Caius, honestly, I would have preferred Brain attack with Stardust.
I don't think he has it at all. I also don't understand. Yeah, I don't know.
But here, the thing is, you can also, because this is what 48 plus
That is
7.
this game, but
This is game. I'm not sure. Okay, there's Gale.
sure.
Nothing changes much, to be fair.
No, because you still don't represent enough damage where one trap card is not enough. So yeah. Even if you make Goyo, it's maybe you make Goyo. That's the only solution. You put the last card on top, make Goyo, and this way it's 64. So they need 2 trap cards, but like, I don't know.
What if you make Thought Ruler instead?
Thought Ruler? Yeah. I don't think it allows you to win though.
Yeah, it brings it back. Because if he wants to activate the compulsory now, I think I would bounce back the arm wing. Right? If he really wants to.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
There's no point, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think the only play here is Goyo to guarantee that, like, they need to have double back row to win. Because if you make Thought Ruler, even just one prison is enough, you know? So if you make Goyo, they need to have bottomless prison, double prison, compulsory. You know, they need 2 cards. Because
Yeah.
even if you take Stardust out of the picture, it's 64. I guess if you take...
The thing is that if he makes Goyo though,
No, yeah, it still doesn't do it because they can prison the
of
Goyo
course
and
he
then...
has to have an answer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yes. Battle phase.
I also think maybe the correct play was to send Vayu instead of Plague. You push for game, and if they have an answer, you go Black Rose and clear the whole field. And you have a Vayu engrave for Armor Master, you know? So at least maybe that was another option. Because this just screams I'm dead, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was actually decent. And yeah, now he's gonna make sure this Black Rose option is not available. And compulsory on the Armored Wing is just game. Yeah. Yeah, in the end, the opening was just a bit much, and yeah, the aggression from Vayu seemed pointless. As you can see, down to 2100 life points, but time is not nearly as close as it is right now. Can you even target your own monster? I don't think so.
I think it's your opponent.
I think it's only your opponent in the first place, and yeah, I mean, even if that was the case,
I mean, anyways,
this is game because you just normal summon Siroc. I don't. I mean, there is still Garden, I think, right? Yeah, maybe there is still Garden.
Yeah.
So maybe that's not quite game, but I mean, this is still game over, even if it's not a game in terms of life points. Because yeah, if it was
here, honestly, there's like, I mean, you need to put on the field the another monster for sure. Because there's the Necro, so you go Sirocco, take Bora, attack over.
You can. Yeah, I agree. If you don't have, but I think he has Brain of his own. I don't know. It's like a Platinum rare, maybe. I don't know. It seems like Dark Armed Brain, maybe.
think he drew. Is it Mystical Space Typhoon? I can't really tell. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, here comes the Sirocco as expected. Makes sense. Allows you to play around the Necro. And yeah, you just special summon the Bora. So this Gale is guaranteed to die. And I mean, with yeah, it's Dark Armed, but there is quite too much. Yeah, he's gonna enter battle phase, attacks with both. The Necro is kind of pointless unless, yeah, there needs to be a monster on top, and even then, it seems a little bit of an upfield battle, and this is what happens when you don't find one of those dust tornadoes against the Black Wind. If it sticks for more than one turn, you are likely dead against Blackwings. One last top deck. Does he have anything to fight back, or is he gonna extend the handshake? What a back and forth match it has been.
I don't know if Boreal can even save him out, but you know.
Yeah, and it's also a card that he put back with Plague Spreader, so it's not like we can expect anything too amazing.
Yeah.
I don't think Caius can be there because he would have used the Brain Caius to play we talked about, so it has to be a monster to be relevant, but I don't even see what he could have. I mean, you can see him debating, and yeah, it is a monster indeed. It's the hamster. Seems like one last effort to try and make a Goyo. But, I mean, when you're facing off this field, it seems like that's impossible.
Yeah, I mean, it's just too much.
And yeah, he says that's fine. So we're gonna see the Goyo. You have to attack over the Sirocco, because otherwise, you know, you don't have the luxury to play around Prison. And is there something? There might be a compulsory as well. Once more, it seems like it was really the clutch card in this match. And yeah, there it comes once more, the compulsory, showing why he's playing a whole full set of 3 copies, something unheard of before. And yeah, that is it. We see one more monster. The Necro Gardener is gone, and yeah, that's enough. So well played, but I mean, unless we are miscounting, yeah, it's plenty of damage, and it is Blackwing who takes it. And I am sure we will see more of this player later on in the event. What a show off. And yeah, again, as we have mentioned, these have been an incredible future match between 2 of what are considered the best decks of Time Wizard 2010. But stay tuned for even more videos on how the event is gonna go down.